Hello friends, this is Coldrun. Welcome back to Final Fantasy Record Keeper, where we are about to continue and I think finish off the Isle of Best Intentions, the fourth island and the fourth chapter in the Prelude. So we're going to head into Final Fantasy X here, and hopefully this little 3 node will open up at some point too. Gwah. Hey, Psoon. You found a corrupted painting. Great work, Psoon. Gwah. I think this is the last painting in the area. The final one, huh? Alright, let's go, Alara. Okay. Hold on, you sure you're still up for this? It's clear this task has taken a toll on you both. Can they get some rest first, Shadowsmith? Thanks for thinking of us. But we have to fix these corrupted paintings as soon as possible, or what happens? I think it's just, or they explode. Like, I think there's a chance they explode. I think that's my best guess. Are you worried about us, Psoon? Oh, that's sweet, but we'll be okay. Don't push yourselves too hard. We won't. I'll try to come up with a way to lighten your load, Tyro. Shadowsmith really doesn't, like, if I hadn't seen those event battles where, like, he's the realm boss that you have to fight, like, I wouldn't be assuming at this point that he's the villain. Like, because I would have assumed that, like, he's not signaling it the way I would have thought. Like, if he were saying, like, no, Dr. Mog is a traitor, you kids have better move on from him, like, fine. But he's saying, like, no, I appreciate that you believe in him. Like, that's something that's not quite as villain flaggy as the other thing. Biggs. Biggie, look out for the little guys, Special Director. Now there's a man of caliber. Or it's just like, I'm 11, what are you doing? Forgive us, Lara and Tyro. I'll give them a good talking to later. Oh, shit. No. Ow! Ah! Okay. We better get going. It's probably safer in Final Fantasy X than it is right now. Take care. We will. Can they even swim? I hope so. Whoa! Are we in the ocean? Boy, if they couldn't swim, Final Fantasy X would be a rough experience. Cairo, Lara, you guys okay? Titus. What's going on? What's this place? Where's Riku? That's right, so this is really soon after the attack. Watch out, Titus. Huh? You all right? Ah. Blitzball. Hey, you okay? Hey! What a lovely game this is. Give me a little room. Whoa-ho! That was amazing, Titus. Yeah, they weren't expecting Shaolin Soccer to enter the fray. He's the Xanark and Abe star player, after all. Why were they called the Abes? What does that team name mean? Hey! Yo, heya! You want to try that move one more time? Finally, things were starting to look up. Wow, amazing! Whoa, he's so hot. You're no amateur. Who you play for? The Xanark and Abes. Bad move. Xanarkand? Is that what he said? Xanarkand Abe's? He's still so hot. I don't think it's a good idea to say you came from Xanarkand, Titus. That's right, he already knows this. Come to think of it, Riku warned me about that. Yeah. I don't blame him. Like, it's... You have to, like, basically think of a fake identity and you're just realizing that. Yeah. What did you say again? The Namerkin Babes. Forget that. I got close to sin and my head's all foggy and whatever. So I don't know where this place is or even where I came from. Sin's toxin got to you. Those kids too? Probably. But you're still alive. Praise be to Yevon. All right, back to practice. I'm Waka, coach and captain of the Besaid Oryx, brother. I'm really hesitant. I'm going to probably lean away from doing voices for Waka because it always feels vaguely racist to do as like a white guy to do a Waka voice. So I'm not going to do that. It always feels like a bad Jamaican accent. Titus. What? You're hungry? Okay, back to the village. I'll get you something. I felt like I could trust this Waka, so I just had to ask. It's true Xanarkand was destroyed, right? 1,000 years ago? So it's just a big pile of rubble now, isn't it? Long ago, there were a whole lot of cities in Spira. Big cities with machina, machines, to run them. People played all day and let the machina do the work. It was awesome. And then, well, take a look. Sin came and destroyed the machina cities. And Xanarkand along with him. Yeah, that was about 1,000 years ago, just like you said. What could be behind it all? You ask me, Sin's our punishment for letting things get out of hand. What gets me, though, is we gotta suffer because of what some goofballs did way back when. Yeah, original Sin is messed up. Of course, we must always repent for our sins. That's important. I love Waka. Waka is such a good character. He's a good character and a good dude. It's just that it's hard to keep at it sometimes, you know? He's so sincere. It was just as Riku said. Waka and Riku couldn't both be lying. Why would they? You have a point. Yeah, he still has to be... I mean, Tyra still is in no spoilers mode as far as the future goes and as far as everything about Titus's nature and Yevon and the whole thing. G from the Xanarkand Abes. That was a good one. Hey, I'm not saying the team never existed, yeah? But you gotta figure a team living in luxury like that'd be pretty soft, eh? Get wrecked. Soft? Oh boy. Hey, no need to look so glum. I mean, it's true. Like, as someone who lives in luxury compared to pretty much compared to many times in history, like, I am certainly softer than people who didn't have to get Novocaine when going to the dentist. Holy good lord, that had to be character building. Don't take it too seriously, Titus. Everything is sure to work out in the end. Oh boy, have you not seen the end of Final Fantasy X. I appreciated the fact that everyone was trying to cheer me up. Or that version where, like... What was the Final Fantasy X related property where, like... Someone, like, was it Titus, an exploding blitzball, and it blew up, and then he was destroyed, and his head rolled across the floor, something like that? But at that time, all I could think about was... everything that happened to me. All this. Started with Sin. Maybe if I could find Sin one more time, I could go home. For now... You're right, Tyro and Alara. Things will start to look up soon. No more worrying about where or when I am. That's for the best. Sure, it was hard not to think of home, but I started to feel better already. Yeah, Tyro knows how rough it will be once he starts really thinking about home and himself, and when he is. A little better, maybe. Let me go! Got a favor to ask you. Such gorgeous music. You want me on your team, right? Hmm? A major Blitz tournament's coming up. All the teams in Spear will be there. That's so huge, I'm sure someone there will recognize you. Then you can go back to your old team, right? It'll be fun. What do you say, huh? Come on, come on. Sure thing. Dude, our team's gonna rock, eh? Yeah, especially if he gets that Jack shot down. I thought then that Blitzball and Sin were the only two things Spear and Xanderkind had in common. I wasn't too far off either. Ah, the village. This is where I was born. Started Blitz when I was 5. Joined the Aurochs at 13, 10 years ago. You've kept at it all this time, huh? 10 years and never won a game. That's really hard to believe. I mean, it's not hard to... There's only like 3 teams in Spira, but like... I mean, there's more than that, but not many. Well, after last year's tournament, I quit. Time seemed right. And they're not like comically bad or anything. They're like not great, but they're not never winning a game ever bad, at least from what I saw. Yeah, he's still hungry. Titus. Does his belly ever stop rumbling? This is like a thing I'm seeing in anime where like people mock, like where it's like the funniest thing and most embarrassing thing for like someone's stomach to rumble. Not embarrassing for Titus right now, but like it's a thing they point out more than like my stomach rumbles all the time and it's fine. Like it's weird. So after quitting, I got this new job, yeah? But every time my mind wandered, I thought about the game. 10 years without a single win will do that. My first match last year was my big chance. But something else was on my mind. I couldn't focus. Nice excuse. Hey. So you want to win the next tournament. Go out with a bang. I think you'd be satisfied for, like, winning a game. So what's our goal? I don't care how we do, as long as we play our best. We give it our all, I can walk away happy. That's nerd talk. No. If I say what's our goal, you say victory. When you play in a blitzball tournament, you play to win. That's the spirit, Titus. Victory? You serious? Just every track in this is like legendary. Every track in this game is just, it fits its environment so well. Like it's music that wouldn't do well in pretty much any other Final Fantasy game. The Sade Village. They got any food there? We'll get you something over there. Take something... Clicking too fast. Guess we got some time on our hands. Want to explore the village? Sure. What's that building I see in the distance? Is that the temple? Village Temple. And the Crusaders' Lodge is over yonder. Take a look around, see for yourself. Oh, right. Over here. Huh? What's up? You do remember the prayer, right? Prayer? I don't remember, or I don't know any prayers. I'm surprised that this is the case for Tyro, because Tyro knows the prayer. Like, he's... On the other hand, I've played the games, but I couldn't do the prayer, like, from memory. So, let's say I don't remember. I didn't know it in the... Oh, no, this is... We were choosing Tidus's words? Again, I'll stop harping on... I'll try to stop harping on this, but it keeps coming up as an issue. Like, I thought the whole point of, like... The whole premise of the game was Tyro's, like, impressions of the world. So it's so weird that we have access and could even manipulate Tidus's inner monologue. I don't know it in the first place, to tell the truth. Man, that's like the basics of the basics. All right, I'll show you. Go ahead, you try. Yeah, you got the basics. Hey, not bad. Okay, now go present yourself to the Temple Summoner. Any Blitzball player would know that prayer. It was the Blitzball sign for victory. I do at least remember how kind of mind-blowing that little scene was when I came across that connection. Like, that opened up so many possibilities about what the world could mean and how it could tie into each other. 10 years have passed since Lord Braska became the High Summoner. And finally, we receive a statue for our temple. What's a High Summoner? Tidus, your like, cloaking skills are awful. I got too close to Sin's toxin. Yeah, that's the ticket. It was funny hearing myself make the same excuse over and over. They do acknowledge that. Funny and a little sad. Yeah, they definitely acknowledge it. The summoners are practitioners of a sacred art sworn to protect the people of Yevon. Only a chosen few become summoners who call forth Pokemons of great power, the Aeons. The Aeons hear our prayer and come down to us. They are the blessing of Yevon. So what he means is that we should respect some kind of great men or something like that, I figure. I guess that's one way of looking at it. I love when Tyro, like, looks down on people like Tidus and Cypher as just being like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, let's go with that. Tidus sure has a way of putting his own spin on things. Waka. Did you come to pray too, Waka? No. Is something wrong? The summoner hasn't returned from the trial. Eh? Well, apprentice summoner, really. Eh? There's a room in the cloister called the Cloister of Trials. Beyond is where the apprentice summoner prays. If the prayer is heard, the apprentice becomes a fully fledged summoner, remember? So someone's in there somewhere and they haven't come back out. Right, got it. The day's already gone by. Is it particularly dangerous in there? Sometimes, yes. Why don't you go and help? There's already guardians in there. Besides, it's forbidden. Hey, but what if something happens? What if the summoner dies? Titus kind of reminds me of, like... I don't know. It's sort of like a 13-year-old's idea of what someone at, like, 17 or 18 would be like. I don't... Like, a 13-year-old, like, put in the body of, like, a 17 or 18-year-old. Titus is right. We can't let that happen. Just the way he puts things. I don't know. The precepts must be obeyed. Like I care. Let's go, Alara. We have to help that summoner guy. Hold on a second. Aren't you worried about it? About the summoner, Tyro? Of course I am. That's not what I meant. Why are you worried? You know that she's fine. Well, I guess she'll only be fine if you go and help her be fine. I guess Titus and Alara don't know. Never mind. I'm coming too. The Sade Temple. Strange glyph glows. This puzzle segment was... The whole idea of, like, these puzzle temples was just so cool. Glyph glows on the wall. Yeah, down the stairs. Boop, boop, boop. There it is. Easiest final boss in all of Final Fantasy. It wasn't really even a final boss. It was, I guess it was a final boss. I'm just looking at the picture of Yevon under his feet. Remove Glyph Sphere. You see a sphere-shaped recess. Record Keeper has not quite captured the feeling of going through these puzzle dungeons. Not quite. I don't think it's even really tried, though. Alright, so maybe it'll try here. Maybe I'll bet to make a big old fool of myself, but probably not. Here we are. Remove Besaid Sphere. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Any extra stuff to try, or, like, is there anything else? Is it just literally see the thing light up and push the button? Besaid Sphere placed in recess. I guess it's just that. Okay. A lot of the time, I'm really happy with how the game captures the spirit of things. I don't know that they've done it. They've quite nailed it with this. Unless maybe there might be stuff I'm missing. Like maybe I should have clicked on this and there was a secret there. But if that's the case, I mean, I won't even say well played, because in that case it would be weird that they never signaled that there was stuff I could click without an exclamation point beforehand. Because I've been assuming that that's just how the game works. Is if there's no exclamation point or any interaction point of some kind, it's just part of the scenery. Hey. What's gotten into you? Hey, it's okay. Only summoners, apprentice summoners, and their guardians can enter here. It's a tradition, very important. So what about you? Me? I'm a guardian. A guardian? Like, I feel like I must have been able to get to that treasure chest. I just don't know how. I saw literally no other icons or anything. Summoners go on a pilgrimage to pray at every temple in Spira. Guardians protect them. The more I think about it, there must have been an actual puzzle I was missing, for all I was ripping on the game for that. I guess there must have been. Guardian's in there now. One of them's got a short fuse, and who knows what the other's thinking. Well, now that we've come this far, might as well go all the way. This is Kamari and Lulu, right? What are you doing here? Didn't think we'd be able to handle it. No, it's just... Grrr. Wait, they're on our side. Do we have to fight Kamari? I guess we do. Yeah, I guess we do. Alright. Dismissal should give that good boy pats. Boxed up Saraban should raise that good boy's, lower that good boy's defenses. A little scritch behind the ears. Yeah, we'll dismiss. Keep using dismiss. I'm curious about barrage, because it says that barrage hits 4 random enemies for 100% damage. With just Kamari here, will it hit just him because he's the only enemy, or will it hit a random enemy 4 times? Garage, I guess. Okay, yeah, so it interrupted. Good. Yeah, so that's just a badly worded ability description. It doesn't hit 4 random enemies for 100% of the damage. I guess it does. I guess it just... I don't know. I misread... That's not what it means to me when I read it. It feels like it could be clearer. Okay. Barrage. Yeah, that Celerity ability is... I've barely used Celerity, but it's really nice defensively. Yeah, like, it doesn't always land, but it's saved probably, like, a good chunk of damage from coming out. Leap and rush. Good, I want to see this. Okay. That's enough. Whack the cat with a rolled up newspaper. What's wrong with you people? I could ask the same of you. Titus and Kamari shouldn't end up fighting until much later. Yeah, I'm surprised by that. I didn't think we had a battle up here. I thought he was just kind of silent. I wonder if the corrupted painting is affecting the timeline. Ah, okay, yep. I mean, it affected Final Fantasy III we saw, too. Who are you? Oh, yeah. Here she comes, the true pro tag of the game. Cat-like reflexes. I've done it. I've become a summoner. You sure looked surprised back there, Titus. Yeah. Oh no, she's hot. You bet I was. I thought the summoner would be some wrinkled old guy, right, Alara? Exactly. I guess she's confirming that's what he thought. I don't think Alara would have expected that. Maybe she did. Oh, never mind. I guess she did. I assumed the same. How come you weren't caught off guard, Tyro? I, had a feeling it wasn't a guy. Why would he... Why, okay, sure. We'll just roll with the assumption that, of course, you'd assume it was a guy. For some reason. For reasons. Aha! So I came back to this last, the Besaid Temple, looking for a way to back... Because this treasure... I mean, it's a treasure chest. It's literally a treasure chest in the game. And I just missed this. And so, for all my crapping on... all my mockery of the game's shallow recreation of the temple puzzles. I didn't get its puzzle. That is 1 point for the game, 0 points for Cold Run. Ooh, okay. So this opens up this. This'll open up the, yeah, glyph sphere placed in recess. It'll, like, blow it up or smoke it out. It'll open the way here, and this'll open the treasure door. Well played, Record Keeper. Remove the destruction sphere. Now, wait, now can we use it? No, we can't use it there. Can we go back in here? Is that a thing we're supposed to do? Are we supposed to put it in the recess? Yes. Destruction sphere placed in recess. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Well played, game. I'm sure we're just going to get some crystal water, but I don't care. We could get just a little... it could be the worst thing and the worst treasure in any Final Fantasy. It could be a note from Lone Wolf, and I would still be happy with it. Loot. Lone Wolf was here. ×3. So now that we've gotten that part of the dungeon out of the way that I couldn't find, we've scratched that itch, and now we can continue. Yuna, the wind. It's nice. They're really cute together. Yuna's by far the more interesting of the two. Like, it's not remotely close, but they're still a good pair. Hold on, Tyro. What's up? Chichi. Chichi wa icha. You're a blitz... Yuna, you're a blitzball player, aren't you? From Xanarkand, right? You hear that from Waka? Waka. Waka doesn't believe me at all. But I believe you. I've heard in Xanarkand. There's a great stadium all lit up, even at night. And what an intro to the game that was. Holy crap, just that giant watery snow globe. Great blitzball tournaments are held there and the stands are always full. How do you know that? A man named Jack told me. He was my father's guardian. I was so mad when I pulled some really good Jack soul breaks that I ended up having to use him, and he worked really well. Ugh, oh gosh. Every victory was a Pyrrhic victory with him and my party. I always felt like I lost. My father, his name is Jack. Amazing. The little prayer. Because Yuna's just the combination she has of how competent she is, how pure she is, the ability to kind of laugh and joke, and at the same time as dancing the souls away. Just what a character. You know, our meeting like this must be the blessing of Yevon. Sounds like him, but it can't be him. Why not? They're flirting. They're like watching them flirt. My old man, he died 10 years ago off the coast of Xanarkand. I'm sorry. Look at Alara peeking out behind Tyro. He went out to sea for training one day and never came back. And no one's seen him since then. Why, that's the day that Jecht came to Spira. It's true, I first met Jecht 10 years ago and 10 years and 3 months ago. I remember, that was the day my father left. Her father was Braska, right? I never got any soul breaks for him, unfortunately. The date fits, doesn't it? Yeah, but how would he get here? How did you get here? You're here, aren't you not? Yeah, that's right. Seeing those two together makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. Yeah, I know what you mean. I like seeing them get along. Both pairs. I like seeing both pairs get along. Ah! The ship's flipping over. Yeah, this is like... Tyro and Lara are gonna come out of this this whole game of Record Keeper with so many phobias. Grab something, Alara. Hydrophobia, they're gonna be afraid of the ocean. Velociphobia. Yuna! Oh, ah! I misread that entirely. Kamari, good kitty. Sin! Glad I didn't play this as a kid. I had enough trouble with seeing Monstro in Pinocchio. It scared the crap out of me. Sin, I don't think I would have been able to... I was older then. I was older when this came out, though. What do you think you're doing? Stick a harpoon in him, we'll all get dragged under. Sin is going for Kilika, we gotta distract it. I forgot that this is this part. Our families are in Kilika. Forgive us, Lady Summoner. Wait! And Yuna's just like, yep, I totally get it. Oh, boy. Yeah, here we go. Some Sin Spawn action. It almost looked like it hurled some blitz balls at us at first. Alright, blue Sin Scales. Let's, I think we could just try a Blade Blitz to start with. Balfour, what a good kitty. I keep referring to some characters in this game as kitties. Again, just my friend's cats are named Kane, Cecil, Balfour is another one, so... That's it, though. That's not going to come up all the time. Currently, there's no cat named... there's no Alpha No the cat, there's no Leon, there's no Brother the cat, nothing like that. So I think those three are the only Final Fantasy names I think they have. Waka? I don't see Titus anywhere. Not them, too. Oh, Waka with his blitzball weapon. Oh, right. Is this even the Sin thing? I don't remember if this is just a random passing monster. We'll see in a second. Sin Spawn Equiles. I don't know how they came up with that name. Again, there's... If you're able to let me know in the comments if you know, then certainly appreciated. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do Sapphire Shot. Will Sapphire Shot hurt any of these things? It's water-based. Let's try Dark Buster instead. Shelga sounds good. And Heathen Frolic Saraban to lower magic. I don't know if we should be going for the... Usually I'd go for the ads. Yeah, we should probably go for the ads here. Yeah, sure. Let's go. Let's clear out ads first. I'm gonna try Sapphire Shot, but I assume that they'd be weak to they'd be resistant to magic, but to water magic, but we'll see. Just might as well defend. No, they're not vulnerable to it certainly, but they're not weak to it. They're not immune to it, I mean. Right, I can just cure up. We have enough cures to spare. Yeah, Power Chain, because it was low on health anyways. It was going to die to no matter what the attacks. You might as well buff up the next attack. And let's try Sapphire Shot, because that's higher... That's more attacks than Dark Buster. That was about 2,200 damage. Uh... Let's see what... So that was 2,200 damage. How much is Dark Buster? Just as a little test. Spiral Cut, sure. 1315. Does that have a chance to blind? I don't remember. I don't think so. I think blind is its own... maybe it has a chance to blind. I assume it was just dark damage, but I'll keep trying it just in case. That's like the Cure 4 image. Oh, we can do attack rails. Sure, I haven't seen that in a bit. Is that cure she just did, Curaja, that's like the Cure 4 from Final Fantasy 2 on Super Nintendo, isn't it? Oh, you know what? My bad. I should use Power Chain before one of those super long charge abilities like Titus just used. Okay. That's a good use for it. That's a good use for it. It makes it more tolerable. It negates the of full charge, because full charge has a long delay attached with it. Yeah, that's the Cure 4. It's not quite Cure 4. The orbs kind of come together in Cure 4 in Final Fantasy 2, but it's close. We're going to Dark Buster again just to see if the blind goes off, but it probably won't. Yeah. Okay. Hey, does it have a little heart on its head? That's adorable. It's Jecht saying he loves his son. As if that would ever happen. Even in the sprited up version, this is hard to watch. And the worst part is what a gorgeous day it is both before and afterwards. It's like a beautiful sunset and doesn't matter. When Sin attacked Xanarkin that day, I woke up in Spira. I kept hoping it would work in reverse too. I will defeat Sin. I must defeat Sin. I was just fooling myself. Maybe it was that day, on the sea under the burning sun. And Tyro and Alara have to add that to their stack of memories. I started to give up hope. I was in a foreign world. I wasn't going home. This was my new reality, and I was stuck in it for good. Just gonna knock this out real quick. Greetings, I am the summoner Yuna. I have come from the temple in Besaid. Milady Summoner. If there is no other summoner here, please allow me to perform the sending. Thanks, BT. Our loved ones, we feared they would become fiends. Please, take me to them. It really is such a blessing to be able to... I mean, having your loved ones die is one thing, but having them live on as monsters is like... God, it's... I can see why Yuna feels such purpose. We'll go see what we can do to help in town. We should take a look around, too. This island is a real mess. I wonder if this is what it was like. Yeah, in Moogle, you're talking about when Moogle Island was destroyed? When the memory burst happened on Moogle Isle, yeah. Do you think Dr. Mog would have gone through something like this? Probably. Yeah. What's ascending? Are we going somewhere? You truly are clueless. Are you sure it's just your memory that's the problem? Lulu's savage. She's the quietest savage there is. The dead need guidance. Guidance? Filled with grief over their own death, they refuse to face their fate. They yearn to live on and resent those still alive. You see, they envy the living. And in time, that envy turns to anger, even hate. I was going to make a dark side joke, but I feel like this isn't the time for it. Should these souls remain in Spira, they become fiends that prey on the living. Sad, isn't it? Ascending takes them to the far plane, where they may rest in peace. Summoners do this? And Yuna dances. This is literally iconic. I mean, it literally became the logo for the friggin' game, this scene. And 100% can see why. They capture these so well. I'll never stop praising this game's sprite art and what they do with it. It's beautiful. Uh-huh. It's so sad at the same time. Yeah. Yeah. What was that line I was thinking of? There was something... The something and Yuna dances. People die and Yuna dances, something like that. It must be tough being a summoner. Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way. Until the end. Until the end? What's the end? You really need to... There's a time and place for these questions, Titus. This is, like, not remotely it. Until she defeats sin. I hope I did okay. Comforting Lulu is best Lulu. Savage Lulu is best Lulu, too. There's a lot of Lulus that are great. You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time, hmm? I hope there never is a next time. Hey, Titus. I feel the same way. It doesn't bear thinking. No more people being killed by sin. No more sendings by Yuna. Everyone stood there watching her. They're going to do the line. They're going to say the thing. It was strange and somehow horrifying. I never wanted to see it again. No, I guess not. Never mind. Ah. The Royal Academy, or the Royal Arcanium at least, better have a good child psychiatrist on hand, good child psychologist. Tyro, Lara, you okay? Yeah, we're fine, physically. Wedge. Huh? You two look down in the dumps? Something happened in the painting? Did you get attacked by a big monster? Pretty lame if you let a monster get to you. If it was me, Biggs, I will punch you in the face, in your big, beautiful face. What's that, Biggs? The special director, sir. I was just... Shadowsmith, I want to give Tyro and Alara a break. That's all right, isn't it? Of course. Make the most of your rest. Thank you. We appreciate it. I should be the one thanking you, Tyro. Thanks to you, my plans have come to fruition. No, I still think he's probably a villain, but he's not going to go that route. Because of your efforts, we prevented a memory burst happening on this island. So that is it. So whatever we do in the paintings, just by participating in them or whatever, like, it clears the corruption and stops it from potentially blowing up. It diffuses it. Gotcha. Achieving that by yourselves is no small feat. Indeed. However, next time you will have Biggs and Wedge on your side. They are joining in. What? On their side? You mean they'll be coming with us into the corrupted paintings? Yes. It's about time you had a chaperone. There's only so much the two of you can do without help. Biggs and Wedge may have a few attitude problems, but they know their way around the battlefield. But I want to do what I can to reduce the burden on the two of you, Tyro. I think he's doing great. I think he's absolutely making the right call. You sure that's the only reason? Royal Arcanium has been tasked with supporting your investigation into the paintings, after all. What is this music? You didn't think we were here to take the credit while you do all the work, did you? Of course not. We know it's not like that. Do you? Understood, Shadowsmith. I look forward to working with you, Biggs and Wedge. And thank you to Almarin for letting me know that, Wedge, during this session, I, took a break. I was at a time where I had to take a break. And Almarin let me know that Wedge is, that the wiki calls Wedge male, and so I will use he, him pronouns. So apologies for before. Oh, likewise, just don't go cramping our style. I don't think I've got what it takes to handle a corrupted painting. Tyro? Don't worry, Alara. We'll just keep doing what we've been doing. Okay. Dr. Mog interlude. Just as I suspected, Kupo. There's no time to waste. So he found a giant crystal. I don't know if that's related to... Oh, that brings me up to one more thing I want to do before I... the Shadow of Suspicion, which we'll do next time. But before we do that, there is one thing I want to do while I'm here, because I've been trying to do some of the working on my Magicite a little bit, and I completed the first Tier 5 Holy Magicite recently, Medine. And then something happened. It started to give me a scene, and it's given me these scenes before where, introduces the next big boss, and, the one with Ramu was a little bit silly, and, for Lightning, it was Ramu, and Ramu was a little bit silly. It was very much how do you say it? It was very much, Ramu was, playing tricks on them. He was being, a wacky old man, and there wasn't, it was fun, but I didn't feel the need to record it during my walk. But when I completed the Medine one, they started talking about Alara's purpose, and then I closed it out because I wanted to see it on camera at least. So this is just after having completed the Medine Magicite. It must be holy next. I wonder what it'll be. It is I, Alexander the Adjudicator. Here we go! Uh-oh, it's Alexander. Yeah, this is... Okay. Error detected. Kupo? Leave this place, you who forget your duty. You are unfit to seek power. And this is where I stopped it. Because this feels like... I think he's talking to Alara. He could be talking to Dr. Mog also, but I think he's talking to Alara here. Wedge, what's that mean? What about the trial? It won't fight us? Unfit duty? What did we forget? Maybe it's talking about me. I lost my memory after all. That's what I was thinking. Lara. I get a nagging feeling in the Hall of Magicite sometimes. It's like I've forgotten something important. What is it that you know, Alexander? Leave this place, you who forget your duty. You are unfit to seek power. It's just gonna ignore her? I'm done with this nonsense. If it won't fight us, we'll bring a fight to it. Come on, Wedge. Right behind you. Hostiles detected. Initiating elimination protocol. Hey, wait. No. Wait. Did it just try to elimination protocol us and she blocked it? What happened, Kupo? That blast of energy came from you, Alara. Wait, what? I have no idea what that was. So there was a blast of energy, but it didn't come from Alexander. It came from Alara. So she's like a tool of the Magicite dungeons. I assume she could be like a sentient AI, like a magical AI guardian force that kind of forgot its purpose and is trying to be itself, like be its own thing. Power of creation detected. Power of creation detected. Did she craft the... This is another thing. It could be a fourth wall breaky thing. It could be like Alara is a player of the game and trying to guard the records or something. Ironic, since Record Keeper is about to go out and there's not going to be an offline version, so we're going to lose these records of Record Keeper. But that she's a player of the game and kind of forgot who she was and she's revered, but she's trying to change it now. I don't know, something like that. Something's up with Alexander. Irritating initiating arbitration. Demonstrate the full extent of your abilities. Very interesting. I am not going to demonstrate the full extent of my abilities. Because I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like and subscribe. If you want to see more, if you want to give me just a sense that you enjoyed it, it's certainly appreciated. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.